Shalom, shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahawah and Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, brothers pushing this word with truth, sincerity, with charity. Alright, so real quick, this video has been really pressing on my spirit. Just for a couple days now. Alright, but the importance of the name. Alright. The importance of the name. I'm gonna quote a couple scriptures. I'm on the way to work. Trying to do the video, but it's like, man, everybody trying to call me and get text messages, and shit going on at home. So I said, man, I'm just doing when I get in the car. So the scriptures say there's one name. I think it's Acts, the 4th chapter. They say there's one name. There's only one name. There's no other name given amongst men whereby we must be saved. So, why wouldn't Esau change? Because that's taking away our power. Just being able to call on the name of Yahawah, Yahawashi, that means that's everything. All right, that's why you got to dig deep to get it, kind of, And the scriptures say, was that Proverbs, who has ascended and descended, who has gathered the wind in his fist. All right, it says gather the waters as a garment. I think that's how it's worded. It say, what is his name and what is his son's name, if thou can tell. All right, because what happened? The Lord, over the course of time, in the great falling away, we forgot the name of the Lord. All right, we forgot. You know what I'm saying? And we was indoctrinated. All right, with Jesus and all these different other idols. All right, we was indoctrinated with all these idols, and we end up forgetting the name of the Lord. All right, but Yahawah is giving his name back out, all right, for the elect's sake, so the elect can be saved, because that's the key. But not only do you need to know the name, you need to be really a part of that number, because what the scriptures say, some gonna say, Lord, Lord, so it's some Jake that's gonna know the name of the Lord, but they full of shit. So you got to become that new creature. You got to call on the name of the Lord, and pray to the name of the Lord, Yahawah, which is the Father, and Yahawashi is who they even call Jesus, and call on those names, man, because that's the true name of the power of heaven, man. That's our power, man. That's our Father, right? Like the scriptures say, our Father who art in heaven. All right, that's our Father, the power of Israel. All right. So how do you when you trying to get, let's say you trying to get some service done, and it's a particular person to get that and they say call this person, he gonna give you a 50% discount. But if you don't know the guy's name to even get through to tell him, hey, can I get that 50% discount? You don't even know how to get through to the operator, even get to him, because you don't know his name. All right, you don't even know his name. Like some places I call it, say if you know who you're reaching, please dial the extension. Yeah, y'all don't even know the extension. The extension is his name. You can't even get to him. All right. Hey, another scripture say, the name of the Lord, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it is safe. That's just off the name. All right. Just being able to call for help, like the scripture say, we got one true counselor, man. All right. To being able to call for help when the rest of the world can't. We actually can call for help, supernatural help. We're not warlocks. We're not witches. We're not none of that, man. And we get supernatural help, man. All off the name of Yahawah and Yahawashi. Alright? You know? While the rest of the world saying we don't have a name, the scriptures say there's none other name given. Alright? There's none other name given. Like the scriptures say, there's one mediator between the Most High and men, and that man being Yahawashi. Alright? That's why they hid it. That's why they steady trying to change the name. He went from having a Greek name to an English name. Letter J is English. Alright? Before it was Jesus, it was Jesus. Alright? And then when you look it up, the Strong's note G2424. Alright? The Strong notes, it lead you back, it say of Hebrew origins. Alright? And then it give you what? I think it's Joshua. Alright? Yeah, Joshua. Yep, because him and the son of Nun got the same name. Alright? He got his name, I think, changed from Yahawashi now to Yahawashi. Alright? And they had the same name. You know? So if anything, hey, y'all, you don't hear nobody going around calling him Joshua. You don't hear nobody calling him that. Alright, but that ain't his name anyways. But if they was to call him, that would be the closest thing, you know. But they just show you how important the name is. Alright? You gotta dig to even know the name, and then you gotta know the holy language, the holy tongue, the Hebrew. The real Hebrew, not Yiddish. You know? So Esau then went out his way to hide his name, because that's where our power resides. Our power don't reside with horses and chariots and the military, and our power don't rest with them things, man. That's carnal things. Our power resides with Yahawah and Yahawashi, with his names, with those names, man. All right, with those names, that's where our power is. You know, hey, what the scriptures say? These are they who stood so stiffly for his name. All right. So, you know, like with the scriptures, he say, "Who is this young man?" You know. Then he said, who are they? Who are these? He said, these are they who stood so stiffly for his name. All right? The name of the Lord is extremely important, and was kind of let me believe that maybe Nate did take that check, because I was watching a video. He said a couple things. He said, what changed? He said, oh, the Rosicrucians, whatever the motherfuckers called. They came in. They was like, what changed the doctrine? What changed the doctrine a little bit? Nate went from, you know, calling on the Lord to not. Let me hear you talk about Esau. Let me hear you talk about Esau. You better not be talking about Esau. It sounded like you took a check and you scared to get the same fate as Comfy. Alright? You know, because they off that nigga. You know? Man got locked up. That man went MIA. You know? And he said there was some money involved. Now, I wasn't back then, so I don't know. This is just me speaking as a man. But he has changed a lot of the doctrine. And the most important thing that he changed was the name, was the power. Where to get the power from? You know? There's power in his name. Hey, like, even you learn that in the church songs. There's power, there's power, there's power in his name. I remember that growing up, man. Everybody know that there's power in his name. And that's why they give you the wrong one. All right? Hey, look, personal testimony. I was extremely afraid of the dark until I came into the truth. You know? I'm talking about extremely afraid. You know, I used to see little silhouettes and shit when the lights go out, and it used to freak me out. You know, and I ain't like to, you know, I don't like to go in what you call dark basements and things of that nature. But now it's just, you know, I'm not afraid of it. I just don't like to go into a deep sleep. You know, with the lights off, I go into a deep sleep, you know. But as soon as I came in the truth, that fear went away. All right? That fear went away from me. My whole life, you know, they've been teaching me, well, if you had this, say this, say that. You know? And, hey, look, I had a spirit sit in the bed and laugh at me and told me to say it again. When I was calling on sweet Jesus. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I felt it come in the room. I threw the cover over my head as if that would save me, and I start saying Jesus, man. My bed said like somebody sat in my bed, and it was in my head, and I heard a chuckle, and it said, "Say it again." And I just started like, ah! I started freaking out in my mind. I didn't want to yell because I didn't want my mama to, you know, to think I was losing my brain. But when I woke up, I knew that it couldn't have been a name. I was putting two and two together. You know? I battle spirits sometimes, and they say, "Oh, you gonna call dead? Oh, okay. I'll be back though. Oh, okay. I'm leaving. I'll be back though." You know? It's bugged out. You know? But how else? You know, if you serving a God, when you go into Exodus the 3rd chapter, what was the first thing that Moses said? He said, "Who I'm gonna tell them sent me." They gonna ask me, "Who are you? What's your name?" So I can tell them, "What's your name?" Alright? You're going down the street. We get this analogy all the time. You walking down the street, and let's say you call somebody that you trying to call somebody, but you calling them the wrong name. Is he gonna turn around? And like we say, "What's your name?" They may say Matthew, and you be like Jonathan. Are you gonna answer to that? Are you gonna say, "Yo, what's up, bro"? No, because that ain't your name. You know? So how do you expect when you're in trouble? All right? Of course, the scriptures say the Lord reign over the just and unjust. All right? But in the times that's coming now, you're going to need that. All right? But that has to be accompanied with good works, man. You know? With being a faithful servant. Alright? Because you can know the name all you want, and let's say you drop the plow. You can know the name all you want, and you say you never became that new creature. You just didn't try enough. You didn't try. You didn't put your best foot forward. You think the Lord is gonna respond to you? He might cuss you out. You might get a response, you know, that you don't want. A worse response. You know? But, you know, I just wanted to touch on that. You know? And it's clear, you know, who's the prophets. It's clear who's the men of the Lord and who's not. You know, if you can perceive it, you know, because that's a mystery to some of you people. You got a guy telling you we ain't got the name of the Lord. You crazy? You know? Then you have to proclaim it. You have to tell the people. Alright? I like the scripture say, basically we the trumpet. Alright? We warn the people. We sitting on our watch. And we see, you say you see down the road, and you say you see the king coming. What you do? You go run and tell everybody the king. What king? You gonna give his name. King, you know, King Malak Yahawah Malak Yahawashi is coming. Prepare yourselves. Alright? For the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And what I see coming with, it don't look nice. And that's what we doing. Alright? We see our king coming. Alright? And we know what he coming with. He coming with the host of heaven. Alright? To render judgment. Now, if you don't believe it, let's find out. Wait a little bit. You're going to find out. You're going to find out soon enough. Wait on it. So with that, you know, I just hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahawah and Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations, brothers, pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity.